Hey everybody, welcome to the program. I am very excited because I discovered this brand new album. It's a rock opera based on H.P. Lovecraft's short story, Dreams in the Witch House from 1932, published in 1933. This came out in 2013, so it's relatively new, and it's crazy, man. A rock opera, and not only is it just music, it's a whole story. So you put it on and you're set for the next hour. You know what? Why don't we talk with one of the creators, Mike Dalager. Come on in, buddy.
Hey, Vinyl Geek.
Good to see you.
Good to be in the vinyl pad.
Yeah.
Love this place.
Thank you. Yeah, you look great.
Thank you. You too. Yeah, rocking the plaids.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, and I think Lovecraft wore suits like this in his time.
This was not intentional.
This fancy, but you know, we're trying to pay tribute to the guy who came up with this amazing concept.
Definitely, yeah. and this as itself as a concept is amazing. So
thank you very much.
Let's dive into this. I'm ready. I got my bowl ready. I'm hungry.
Have some Lovecraftian cereal.
Yeah,
yeah. Let's do it.
Cthulhu and charm. For those of you who don't know, H.P. Lovecraft was a horror author between 20s and 30s.
Yes, exactly.
And he wrote for these pulp magazines. He was never famous in his time. So he kind of just lived this very quiet life and never really found success how we define it. He died rather young.
And he was sick for a long time.
Yeah.
And he had insomnia, and he writes about horrific dreams. I think he had those dreams. He is the source inspiration for a lot of modern day horror writers, and Stephen King actually credits him as being like the godfather of American horror.
What I'm discovering too is that a lot of people don't know who he is, but they know things. Like they know Cthulhu, they know Arkham. They think Batman created Arkham. No, he created Arkham. He set a lot of his stories
in
this fictitious place.
Yeah, and people are either discovering that or they're not. But I think really what the source is that the people who are making content now, they're all sort of closet Lovecraft fans. Unless they're Guillermo del Toro, then they're not closet. Then they're like, let it be known I am a Lovecraft fanatic.
You pretty much had a hand in the whole development of this album.
Really, there were three studios involved, and that is Clutch Studios in North Hollywood, where all the U.S. talent, most of the U.S. talent did the recordings. And so that's vocal, and then guitar leads. Bruce Kulick, he's the former Kiss guitarist. He did his guitar leads at a studio called Shut Up and Play. And then most of the instrumentation was done at Polar Studios and Platform Studio in Stockholm, Sweden. And that's the whole Scandinavian side, because the band is predominantly Scandinavian, and they know heavy metal, they know hard rock.
Wow.
Not because they know of it historically, but because even after the genre sort of peaked and dropped down here, it was like in Scandinavia, it became permanent. It became part of kind of their cultural identity.
I'm still having a hard time imagining all of the band and music's being produced in another country, and then you have singers over here, and then it came together so well. I still don't know how you did that.
I'm still breathing a sigh of relief, because that was one of the major difficulties.
It was a massive undertaking, I can imagine.
Yeah. It aged me, absolutely. It was a huge project. If you think of like the creative team, I would say that that's 6 primary people. And then there were other individuals who really lent their talents and skills. So I'll bump that number up from 6 to 50.
Okay.
If you include all the musicians, concept artists, singers, performers, graphic designers, and I'm the guy who maniacally guides this project to its conclusion, and that's a 3-year journey.
Wow.
From the thought of it coming to my mind and actual, here it is.
And this album actually is a great introduction into Lovecraft and the story, because it's not just music. There is a whole frame story around all of these songs, which I love. Yeah. Because it's a story. It's so engrossing. I just want to sit there and listen. And I did that this morning. I had to get ready. I'm like, no. And thankfully it's on vinyl, so I can just like, okay, it's done.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But if it's on CD, you're stuck.
Side A, you're like, I got a little break. Well, this is the thing about building a rock opera, is traditionally rock operas aren't really a fully fleshed out concept idea. For me, I was like, we have to make this a theatrical rock opera. And what I mean by that is that's why there's dialogue in it.
Like if you were to go to see this is how it would be told to you. So it's not just the music. You get the music plus the story, which it's a nice complete picture. One of my favorite tracks was Higher Fire.
Higher Fire, yeah. It's a catchy tune. We do catch some heat for it because the thing about this is it spans the scope of rock styles.
Yeah.
So early on, we're already like, it's a Lovecraftian rock opera, but what is this commercial You know what I mean? Don't worry, when you get further into the album, that's when the doom stuff comes up. And if you're a hardcore metal fan, you're going to get some of that. That's not our goal, is to just make like a metal album. We want a broad spectrum of rock.
There's heavy metal, hairband metal, kind of the more glam metal.
Yep.
So there is definitely a unifying thread musically.
The songs stand for themselves, and they can be performed just as a small set.
Oh yeah.
Anything is possible, and that's what I love about this.
So the release is a double LP, 180 gram vinyl on translucent, crimson, and violet.
Yeah, multiple shades of violet.
It's a gatefold with a dual cover, which I love that. Who did this artwork?
This is a Peruvian conceptual artist. His name is Moloko. Fantastic. I mean, the guy is visionary in his own right. He's a huge Lovecraft fan.
And on the other side, I dare call it the backside.
Right. This was a concept cover by Keith Thompson. He's a Canadian conceptual artist. Fantastic work.
Oh, the other thing, too, I noticed it's a little cryptic. Side 1 and side 2, side 3 and side 4 and the labels. Like,
oh yeah.
It's like I always have to pause, like, man, wait, is this the right record? Or is that the right record?
Yeah, exactly.
I have to look at the track listing and be like, okay, and then I look at the symbol at the top of the inner sleeve and I'm like, okay, this is side 1. All right, cool.
You did exactly what we were hoping for. I mean, it was like, this is a Lovecraftian rock opera. You know, if you're gonna write a rock opera about a witch house, might as well make the content delivery a bit of a witch house in itself.
And then do the symbols mean anything, or they just...
They're witchcrafty symbols from, you know, another time.
So we probably shouldn't mix this album with our Ouija board? No?
I actually had some interaction with a fan on, via email. And I was like, you know what, when you backlight it and you start to see some of that translucence and the swirls, if you open a portal of fourth dimension, I cannot take responsibility for that.
Well, that would never happen.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I don't know.
It appeals to fans of H.P. Lovecraft, fans of horror writing or horror, the whole genre in itself, and metal fans, and just fans of musicals, really. Yeah,
exactly. And there's a whole sci-fi edge to this, too, because of the dimensional travel aspect. So there are some crazy... I wouldn't say they're intergalactic, but they're intergalactic. Concepts.
I like that. Well, thank you, Mike. It's been a pleasure and an honor to have you on the program.
Right on. Good to be here. I love having an opportunity to wear cool suits and talk about cool concepts. So thanks for having me.
Vinyl geeking out over some H.P. Lovecraft.
That's right.
Well, I want to thank you guys for watching, subscribing, sharing the channel. Really helps out. I'm your Vinyl Geek.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll catch you on the flip side.